of the inaugural O'Reilly Auto Parts 250. And now 3/4 of a mile stands between Ricky Hendrick and a GMAC Chevrolet win in NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series competition. Here he comes down.
Hell yeah! Woo! Great job, Ricky. Great job, guys. That is awesome.
And now John Wood trying to put the Fords back in victory lane here at Kansas. Looking for his first win in 48 starts. As he comes out of turn number 4, John Wood will see the checkered flag from Dennis James and win his first ever NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race.
Roush won too.
Back in 2002 when he was driving for a different team other than Roush. And now he looks to claim his first victory at Kansas Speedway as he works his way through 3 and 4. The crowd is on their feet, and Carl Edwards wins the O'Reilly Auto Parts 250.
The backstretch they go. Todd Bodine out in front of the field. Just behind him, Todd Cleaver, David Rudiman, Mike Skinner. As they come out of turns 3 and 4, nobody has anything for Todd Bodine. He will come to the start-finish line, the winner of the O'Reilly Auto Parts 250.
Well, I think Toyota broke their losing streak in style.
The backstretch he goes with over a 10-second lead on Rick Crawford.
Jack Roush has picked a lot of drivers, and he's run them through this truck series. A lot of success out of the truck series for Jack Roush.
Eric Darnell, in his 31st start in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, wins the O'Reilly Auto Part 250.
What a big win for this guy. I mean, just
looks to the outside. Will he slingshot off of turn number 4? Coming out of 4, Ron Hornaday looks as though he's going to have enough fuel, and he will win at Kansas.
What an outstanding effort by Rick Wren and Ron Hornaday. That
looks like Skinner's going to make it. Is he clearing? Yes, barely.
And there's Schrader in the easy go number 2, Johnny Sauter. Coming out of turn number 4, the final tri-oval. Sauter is looking for his second win in the Truck Series.
That's how you win races.
That's how you drive a race truck.
You are the driving man.
and now he's going to switch to the bottom.
Bodine to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to take second away from Johnny Sauter. Sauter comes down the racetrack, holds the advantage in front of Todd Bodine, and the win will go to Clint Boyer. Wins in Kansas in his home state.
Johnny Sauter holds on for second. How about Joey Coulter?
Four times before has finished second in the Camping World Truck Series. Coming out of turn number 4, looking at his first win. Buescher is going to win in Kansas.
Awesome job, guys. This truck's incredible. You guys deserve that one for sure.
Crafton doing everything he can to stay in front of the 18 of Coulter. Working his way through 3 and 4. Matt Crafton coming out of turn number 4, looking at win number 3 in the Camping World Truck Series. Continue to battle for position. There isn't a battle up front, though. 3-second lead for Kyle Busch over Matt Crafton. Coming across the line. Kyle Busch is going to win at Kansas.
Austin has momentum from the high side. Who's going to get it?
Right at the stripe. Austin Dillon hanging on for the 4th place finish.
Nothing out back, Matt. Nothing at all.
He's been the king of the mile-and-a-halfs in his career. Qualified on the front row, but when it mattered, Matt Crafton going to be out front. Off of turn 4, 7th career victory for Crafton going to come at Kansas Speedway.
Some days you're lucky, some days you're good. Thank you, guys. Damn good job.
This thing isn't over. These guys are bearing down on Sauter.
Johnny Sauter had to go to the back of the field after an unapproved adjustment in qualifying, and now he's charged.
Oh, and Ben Rhodes hits him.
Rhodes takes him out.
And here comes Byron.
William Byron. The caution is out, and William Byron is in front and will win at Kansas. And Kyle Busch is going to take it to victory lane. It will be his 7th win here at Kansas and his 47th Truck Series win in his career. Kyle Busch, the winner.
Constantly and steadily working that young man through all kinds of challenging situations. Awesome.
A perfect night. He won the pole. He won stage 1. He won stage 2. And now he's going to win the race. Noah Gragson victorious at Kansas.
Best in the business, best sponsor out there. Thank you, Twitch. Everyone who makes this possible. Thanks, Rudy. Good pit stop all night. Hell yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's a privilege to drive one of these things. I'm just lucky guy that gets to hold the steering wheel. Let's burn her down, boys. Let's celebrate. Thank you.
Ricky Hendrick, John Wood, Eric Darnell, James Busher, William Byron, and tonight, Ross Chastain is going to add his name to the list. Ross Chastain bringing it to the line. He's going to win at Kansas.
Oh, guys! Good job, Al! Thank you!
They have worked so hard. Hill has worked not only as a driver and his skill set behind the wheel, but worked on himself personally. Lost 30 pounds, has studied more and more and become a better driver outside the truck. And tonight he does it from behind the wheel. His first win of the season, Austin Hill, victorious at Kansas. Going to be able to hold him off. Eckes making one more attempt, diving to the bottom. Not going to get there, and Crafton is going to end the drought. Matt Crafton, for the first time in more than 3 years, is a winner. Tomorrow he will celebrate his 36th birthday. Today he celebrates the win at Kansas. Kyle Busch. He is doing it with an exclamation point tonight. And tip the cap to Ty Majeski. He's going to have a career best finish if he brings it home in that 2nd position. But tonight it belongs to Zane Smith.
Right, checker flag. Finally, I'm out of that, baby.
The winner at Kansas.
Half a lap.
Y'all guys are awesome. One more time. Go! Dude, that's 2 in a row. You're the man, Jeff.
He made it. Checkered flag. Jeff Green wins the inaugural NASCAR Busch Series event at the Kansas Speedway. Career NASCAR Busch Series victory in his 4th of 2002.
Like last week's winner, Scott Wimmer, right in front of Burton.
Good day for Roush Racing. They're going to get the win and a big gain in the championship. Jeff Burton takes the Mr. Good Sets 300 at Kansas. It's 2nd running to the Winston Cup star. 1 lap to go at Kansas. Green to the inside. Oh, Junior's in trouble. Into the wall in turn 1.
Oh, no.
Either missed a shift or ran out of gas.
They have not called for the caution. So they'll race back to the finish line because of where Hamilton Jr.'s car is. They're going to let him race back to the stripe. David Green is going to pick up the win.
It is, from what I understand, the rule is not supposed to happen that way. I'll be very interested to see how this plays out.
3rd win of 2003 for David Green, and they get the caution flag at the finish line.
Starts to close in. Right about where Nemechek did on Stewart.
Here he goes on the inside. He's got the position. Remember, though, he's tried this before. Nemechek drives in hard on the outside. Oh, baby.
It's a drag race.
Nemechek to the outside. Biffle on the inside. Joe Nemechek wins at Kansas.
Sterner came home third.
He's still there.
Loose.
He's still there. Oh,
I'll tell you what.
what a job both of those drivers did.
That was impressive.
The beginning of the day, we talked about how this track has earned a reputation for producing close finishes, and here comes another one. Greg Biffle and Casey Kane out of 4 to the line for the checkers.
And Casey Kane has the run.
Kane wins.
Wow. That is a great job. I did not think Casey Kane could hold them off.
Kenseth, one more shot at Harvick right here. But he's not going to get him. The domination of Childress Racing in NASCAR continues. Kevin Harvick wins at Kansas.
Awesome job.
Tony Stewart gets Boyer at the line on the flat.
No lap traffic whatsoever. No one to be able to use the pit. Here he comes.
Oh, here we go, Doc.
Kyle's not going to let him have that outside.
Kenseth pedaling on the bottom of the racetrack. Chevy up high. Ford on the bottom. Fans on their feet. Watch this finish coming down. And Kyle Busch, oh, he just hangs on.
That was outstanding. Clint Boyer right behind him as they go down the back stretch.
Denny Hamlin will do something no other driver has done at Kansas Speedway in NASCAR nationwide competition. He will lead the most laps and come down and take the win. Denny Hamlin takes the win at Kansas, his 4th win of the year.
Bigger on the lead. This one's over unless something happens up front. Well, he knew he had to try something. He couldn't just follow in his tracks and go to the inside with him, so he jumped up the outside to see what he could do, made it work. The way you rebound from a crash, how about just go out and win the race? That's exactly what Joey Logano does here at Kansas. Logano in first, and here's the battle with Carl Edwards coming. And he's got about 3 corners to do it. You can see Logano got a nice run through 1 and 2. Trouble. Oh, Kligerman has gone into the wall. He was running in the 11th position. 16 of Colin Brown also goes around. Yeah, they'll let him race back because they're coming to the checkered flag. Kyle Busch trying to get to his bumper. He can't do it. Here comes Joey Logano. He's going to do it.
Good job, Bryce.
Goes all the way down on the apron. He'll cross the line. Take the checkered flag ahead of Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch 3rd. Harvick 4th. Martin Truex Jr.
And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. rounds out your top 5 right now here at Kansas. But what a day for Brad Keselowski. Fell back to 14th as a result of the pit stop as he comes across the line to take the checkered flag and win for the 16th time in the Nationwide Series. Edwards 2nd, Sadler.
Trying to make sure he has fuel. Stenhouse sitting in 2nd place. Running out. He's running low, and it's not going to happen. He's running out of fuel. Ricky Stenhouse is going to win. Unbelievable.
Way to never give up, guys. Way to never give up. Awesome job. Awesome job.
Matt Kenseth's team made repeated pit stops to fix the front end of this car earlier in the race and get it tuned up, then work the strategy to get him back out in front. It's going to work to get him their 2nd win of this season while they fight for 2nd behind him. Matt Kenseth wins at Kansas.
Green-white checker. No such fuel concerns today. And the drama was Kyle Busch passing Kevin Harvick with 20 to go. Checkered flag and his 69th Nationwide Series win to Kyle Busch.
Hey, we win at Kansas. Woo! So you see, they at the checkered flag this time.
Got the margin over Matt Kenseth. Kenseth not close enough. Dillon fighting for as many championship points as he can. Busch has dropped back. Chase Elliott's got ahead of the championship leader, or has he? And what a dramatic day at Kansas Speedway that sees Kyle Busch go to victory lane.
Good job, buddy. Way to overcome 2 problems all day and still get it done.
Last year, he's the defending champion, taking advantage of track time and the opportunity to race in the Xfinity Series again. Looking for his 9th win of the 2016 season, Kyle Busch is going to win at Kansas.
Awesome car, you guys. Y'all deserve that one for sure. I'm glad we got it.
A half a lap remains for Christopher Bell, looking for his first career win in the Xfinity Series start. Through turns 3 and 4. Christopher Bell, the 22-year-old, comes back to the finish line. He'll win at Kansas.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Successfully get by, and now John Hunter Nemechek, as he enters turn number 3, looking for his first ever win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. The 21-year-old from Mooresville will win at Kansas.
You earned that one. Hell yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Where they got to go in 3 and 4.
How tight will it be? Brandon Jones trying to get his first win ever in the Xfinity Series. Reddick up high. He's going to have momentum as he comes out of 4. Does he have enough time? Reddick tags the wall. It's going to be Brandon Jones winning in Kansas.
Awesome job today, buddy. Awesome job. Great job today to take the picture.
Brandon Jones fighting on the inside in the 19. Jones up the racetrack.
19. Just half 4 back to the 20.
More contact coming off of 2, but Brandon Jones 2 car lengths in front now of Austin Cindric. Here comes the 20 of Harrison Burton.
How about Brandon Jones? Great restart. Push the issue, made something happen.
Triple header, and now a 3rd career win. Brandon Jones is going to win at Kansas.
Good job. That is what I'm talking about. Hell of a job. Awesome job all day, guys.
Changing or trying to get him now. Sieg is in 3rd, chasing down Daniel Hemrick. Will there be enough time? Chase Briscoe, though, looking for his 9th win of the season. Briscoe's going to win at Kansas.
Great job.
Oh, a bright future for the grandson of Coach Joe Gibbs, as he makes his way for the final time through turns 3 and 4, looking for his 4th win, first time here at Kansas. And it's going to be Ty Gibbs winning at Kansas Speedway. And NASCAR is now telling us it is official. Noah Gragson has won his 10th career race, and it comes here at Kansas Speedway. Just a little delayed from the first time we announced it.
Inaugural races have been very, very good for Jeff Gordon. He wanted Indianapolis in the first race there. He wanted California the first race there. Here he comes to the checkered flag. Gordon wins at Kansas City. Ryan Newman gets second. Ricky Rod barely holds off Rusty Wallace and Sterling Marlin.
The NASCAR Winston Cup Championship. After not finishing 2 of the last 3 races, a Dover crash a week ago and a Richmond engine failure. He said he needed a strong run today to get back in the title fight. He's done it. Jeff Gordon wins the Protection 1 400 at Kansas.
Well, Bill is not going to catch him. Nope. Unless he runs out of gas.
He's going to try, though, isn't he?
Oh!
He ran it in there.
He almost crashed trying to do it.
Would you believe they've done it again? They've stretched the fuel, they've made the right strategy call, and for the 8th time this season, Ryan Newman is the first one to the checkered flag.
Joe should be able to drive it way in deep here. If the car doesn't slide up the racetrack too much, he'll be able to hold it and then run side by side down the backstretch.
Joe Nemechek's story is well known. Lost his brother John in a Craftsman truck racing accident in Homestead when Joe was competing in Las Vegas. His family encouraged him to continue racing.
Oh, here comes Rudd. He's got to run, but Nemechek will mirror block him now.
Rudd is a veteran to the apron, but it's Nemechek with the win at Kansas.
That was a good race.
To get by Dale Jarrett.
And Jarrett does move over. Let Mark go. 0.6 of a second back to Biffle. I don't think Greg can catch him.
Last week we asked Mark about his 34 wins, what the next one would mean. He said he really didn't care about the next race win. He just wanted the championship. But he's going to get the win. Win number 35 for Mark Martin.
Stewart's out.
Can he coast around in time? Had that 17-second lead. Casey Mears is the second-place car. Stewart slow through turn 4, trying to reach the finish line.
It looks like Casey Mears is out of fuel now.
Casey Mears slow in turn 3. Tony Stewart's going to take the checkered flag and coast across the finish line and win.
That's unbelievable. The Aflac Duck's going to get a checker here.
Greg Biffle, 37-year-old driver, had gone 28 races. His last win was at Homestead at the end of finale of 2006.
Flag, buddy, right there. Checker flag.
And Biffle takes the win at Kansas Speedway in what was an unbelievably long day. Here he comes, digging up off the corner, turn 2, half a lap away from the checkered flag.
And what's Jimmy Johnson do here? He goes to that high side. Carl Edwards is going to go to the bottom. There we go.
Oh,
drove right by him. Hit it with the car stick. Here comes Jimmy Johnson. He's in the wall.
Can he get off the wall?
We're back inside now.
Oh, wow.
Carl Edwards trying to hang on. Here comes Jimmy Johnson down, and Johnson will take the win.
Wow. How good is that? Wow. That's a finish right there, boys.
And the
Biffle gets the 24.
Jeff Gordon. 2 turns away for Tony Stewart, the 38-year-old two-time champion, coming out of turn 4, and Tony Stewart will win it at Kansas Speedway.
He is one of those guys that has won at Kansas before. And it looks like he's going to do it again as he comes out of turn number 4. The winner of chase race number 3, Greg Biffle, his 7th chase win. Second place looks like it's going to be Jimmy Johnson, but here's the best battle as Gordon and Edwards going for the stripe. Who's going to get the spot? It'll be Jeff Gordon.
3 seconds. If he can get in here, and if he can get this thing headed toward the start-finish line, half a lap, half a mile to go. 2.9.
You can coast from there. You can shut it off and coast.
2.8. Brad Keselowski survives and wins in Kansas.
Remember Carl Edwards' final corner try that Johnson held off a few years ago. Coming to the checkered flag. No such run for Casey Kane this time. Jimmy Johnson goes to the top of the stack at Kansas, scores his 2nd win of the season.
Jimmy Johnson 3 back. Here goes Truex again. He's going to try it. Right down to the bottom. They're almost even. He slides up a car length back, and that's all he's got. Denny Hamlin gets his 19th career Sprint Cup win and his 2nd of the season.
Yeah, Truex.
corners here for Matt. Checkered flag is up. Third win of the season, second of the chase. Matt Kenseth wins at Kansas.
I think he can hold him off from here. That's Tony Stewart, who pulls down to the inside, out of the way, not wanting to affect the outcome of this one. Kane coming on the bottom, sweeps up high. He's got a chance to dive down low, but Matt Kenseth becomes the third straight driver to win a Sprint Cup race from the pole.
Well, dang, man. Thanks, guys. I just can't tell you guys how unbelievably proud I am to drive for you guys. Thank you very, very much.
Well, they started up front, dominated the early part of the race, fell back, worked the strategy, got back to the front. Harvick did the job on all these late restarts, and Kevin Harvick wins at Kansas.
Harvick got a great run down the back straightaway. It's down to half a second.
He'll try.
0.4 of a second.
I think it's a
third of a second.
Great effort.
Jeff Gordon off turn 4, win number 89 for Jeff Gordon by 2 car lengths over Kevin Harvick.
Knocking the door and break it down. Exit, still good by 5.
Final corner for Joey Logano. All top 5 finishes in the first 3 races of the chase, and he opens the contender round with a victory and a pass through on. Joey Logano wins it at Kansas.
You guys did it fast! Woo!
Harvick 0.3 back. Throws it into turn number 3. Cuts the gap to 1/4 of a second. Gets up high toward the wall, drops it down, but Jimmy Johnson is going to win Kansas, and that's Earl Barber, the spotter, making good on his promise as he guaranteed a top 3 tonight.
His 12th came a week ago. It solidified his position in round 3. Now playing defense, making sure someone else doesn't lock their way into round 3. Coming out of turn 4, Logano's going to win again at Kansas.
Yeah, guys, screw around. That's how we do it.
4 DNFs at Kansas coming in tonight. It's his 17th start here. Never has he finished better than 3rd at Kansas. Kyle Busch, 37 victories.
Kansas! Yes! Way to go, Adam Stevens. Great job, boys.
Between Harvick and Edwards, 1.5 seconds as Edwards working the low line, trying to go by Brian Scott. Coming out of turn number 4. What a run and a race for Kevin Harvick. He will advance to the round of 8. He wins at Kansas.
Out of turn number 4, denied last year by a crazy part failure. He led the most laps then. He leads the most laps now. Martin Truex gets his Kansas win.
Wow. We got it. Yes. Awesome.
Martin Truex Jr. trying to put another win in the column for the organization and the family. Coming through 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to do it again. Martin Truex Jr. wins.
For you, champ. Love you, bud.
Of turn 2, gets that run into 3. Truex will have one more shot, and here he comes on the bottom. Missed it by that much. Kevin Harvick wins in Kansas.
Down the backstretch for the final time. 2 wins already in 2018. The slide job by Kyle Larson behind him for second. Chase Elliott coming out of turn 4. He's going to win again, this time in Kansas.
Yeah, boys, let's go.
Yeah, they're side-by-side side drafting. That's just opening up the door for the 2-car to do about whatever he wants. If they could get single file, maybe, but just
too late, baby.
Not going to happen.
Brad Keselowski for Team Penske wins in Kansas. Bowman second for the 3rd race in a row.
Guys, way to never give up.
Kyle Busch with momentum. Here comes Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin up the racetrack.
Look at the points.
Out of turn 4. Denny Hamlin will win at Kansas. And who will advance? Will it be Chase Elliott? Off with another Daytona 500 win. He says one of the biggest things he wants to do this year is be able to celebrate with his crew because he knows that's who's getting him up front, giving him fast cars. They've done it again. He's done it again. Kansas winner, Denny Hamlin.
What a dream, man. This race team is such a dream. Congrats, Denny Hamlin. Congrats, everybody. Thank you.
Where does he go?
Harvick stays up high. Also lap traffic in front of him. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Joey Logano's going to win again in 2020. This time, Kansas.
Kevin Harvick comes to second. We said it. You never know. That's why you never give up in this sport.
All right, birthday candles versus new tires. Here they come off turn 4 for the win. For the first time this year, Kyle Busch goes to victory lane. He wins the Bushy McBusch Race 400.
Wow. Happy birthday, Kyle. Great job. Kevin Harvick coming from...
What a season Kyle Larson has put together, and what a round. This round of eight of the best drivers in NASCAR, he has put it on him. He wins again. Larson wins at Kansas.
This team formed by Denny Hamlin in a conversation with Michael Jordan. What if we go racing? Toyota jumped on board. With Bubba Wallace, they became a 2-car team. And here comes Kurt Busch to deliver the jump and the victory.
Hell yeah, man. You are the man.
Them boys earned it today. Brought a fast, hot ride. Brought a champion in that seat. And he got the job done. This is going to be a big celebration. You're going to see this cat be happy.
With Kurt Busch behind the wheel, won earlier this year here at Kansas. Bubba Wallace looking for his 2nd career win in the Cup Series. His final time through 3 and 4. He's going to do it. Bubba Wallace wins at Kansas.
Survive the Bubba Wallace.